There was something magical about that team. We were so set on winning a national championship.
Went into the NCAA final day and we were actually pretty pumped starting on floor because, well, we're awesome on floor and our routines are incredible. And it didn't flow. Like they were into it and fighting for it and doing the best they could. It wasn't like easy for us.
Halfway throughout the competition, when it wasn't going as planned, I think all of us kind of realized, wow, like maybe it's not gonna happen.
We just weren't flowing. And so after 2 events, we were quite a bit behind. I think it was like 5/10 behind at this point. And you can feel that they want to believe, but things kind of feel out of reach.
We were really down. It was kind of like a moment of realization. It's not for the title, and now we got to do it for each other.
We go into the locker room because there was a bye, and we're having our locker room chat. I ended up leaving the locker room, and I looked up at the scoreboard, and I suddenly decided with absolute certainty that if we went 49-7 on bars and beam, that no one was going to beat us. It was impossible. We were going to win. And for whatever reason, I believed this was going to happen.
And I remember Chris, we were out in the hallway and Chris goes, "Everyone come in here." And he's all of a sudden just starts screaming. I'm like, why is he screaming? I don't understand what's happening.
Just going off about how amazing we can be at the top of my voice, like as loud as I could be.
The rest of this day, we win.
I am just so fired up. I just know.
We're gonna finish this thing like champions. All right? Let's go. Let's go.
It really just hit us that, you know, you're right, like we don't quit. Like even though we may not win, we probably won't win. That was kind of what was going on in our heads, but we can still finish strong.
And from the very first routine, they were insane. It was lights out.
All of us, it was like the best bar rotation we've ever had.
You know, you could just feel the energy. And it was just one routine after another like that. And then we rotate the beam, and it's one after another. And then the last person up, of course, you know, Peng needs a doggone 10 for us to win.
When I went up to do my last routine, I said, I probably need a 10.2 to win. So whatever I do, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna enjoy every single second, take my time, and that's exactly what I did.
But if you look at her expression as she gets onto the beam for her biggest moment in her career, right? There is just pure joy just spilling out of her pores, like spilling out of her face. She can't contain herself.
It was one of those moments that I will never forget, and visually, like I remember everything of that routine just because it was so special, and I was trying to really live in the moment.
When she landed, before the score came up, I was absolutely certain we won, like 100%.
It was crazy. Honestly, I remember when I landed and when I saw those 10s, everyone was just so excited that we like finished on our best. We did our best and kind of left it with no regrets. I still had no idea we had a chance at winning. I remember looking at the team and all of a sudden I heard a second wind of screaming. So we all turned around and people started freaking out.
And then it was this feeling like, I can't believe we just pulled this off. This is incredible. It was insane, you know.
It was one of those moments where I went into shock for the next week, like what just happened?
I believe that the team bought into the idea that it just, in the end, it didn't matter if we won or didn't win, but everybody bought into this idea that we are unstoppable champions.
Throughout every year in university, we really learn about the pyramid of success and what it takes to be successful in your own way. It was so cool to have experienced those building blocks and really getting to the top of the pyramid, like what we've learned throughout the whole time we've been here at UCLA. And it's cool to listen to other legacies and other people who have won championships. All their stories tie up into a success story, but being a part of that legacy now of saying we made that huge milestone together it's so monumental. Like I don't even know how to explain it even a year later, to be honest.